In this video, you're gonna get the most up-to-date training on how to start a $10,000 per month clothing brand. These next 30 to 45 minutes could be some of the most important 30 to 45 minutes in your life. And feel free to fact check me around every 10 minutes or so. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So let's talk about how to build a $10,000 per month clothing brand in the next 90 days from the comfort of your own home with no experience. And as you see, we got some screenshots from some of my students that I help. And of course, there's plenty more than just these two. We just couldn't fit them on this slideshow. And to achieve this is really just 4 steps to a 10K per month brand in the next 90 days. This is the big 4, as I like to call it. 1, getting your branding set up. 2, creating a viral product. And 3, creating a converting website. And then of course, everyone's favorite thing, marketing. And these are the 4 pillars to really building a $10,000 per month brand. Now, a lot of you guys already know who I am, so I don't even want to get too deep into my story about what I've done and all the stuff I've accomplished at my age. And a lot of you guys watching probably already know I run Watch Your Step, which is a 7-figure brand. And I also run another 6-figure brand as well. I also run one of the largest clothing brand YouTube channels on YouTube, where I'm posting tons of videos on how to grow your brand and stuff. The next thing I do is, if you guys may not know, I run the #1 education platform for clothing brand owners, which is New Age Wealth. We help people who are just starting out, who want to get to that first 5 to 10K a month with their brand. And we've also helped people go from 20, 30 to even 100K plus a month with their brand. So we kind of cover the whole entire space for clothing. I mean, just touching back up on my students, something I've noticed with most people now is they don't want to go to university and they don't want to work a job. I mean, me personally, I hated school and I hated my 9 to 5. Honestly, it was one of the most difficult things for me because I just never felt like I was meant to work for someone. I always felt like I was meant to be greater. And I was working in the restaurant industry, which is, if you guys know, one of the most brutal industries in 9 to 5s. And just after constant days of just working hard and walking away with $100, $200 checks a week, it just felt like it was just getting ridiculous. So like most people, I turned to YouTube and I wanted to figure out how to start my own business. And yeah, we started a clothing brand, and that's how we're here today. And the truth is, you're not safe unless you control your own destiny and how you make income. Working for somebody else, you have no control over your life. They're gonna pick your salary, they're gonna pick all this, and you have to sit there and comply with them. You cannot travel the world when you're working a job. Unless you're working a remote job, which is very hard to land, most of the times you're stuck in an office working something you hate, and you're not even getting paid a good amount for it. But the biggest issue is when people try to leave their job and pick a business, they don't pick a business model that gives you the 3 things that you need: financial, time, and location freedom. And these are the 3 most important things when picking a business model to do, which starting a clothing brand has. And this was the business that allowed me to quit my job and drop out of college at the age of 18. I'm literally in Dubai right now while I'm filming this. Traveling the world has been one of those things that I've really enjoyed with being an entrepreneur. You're not gonna go see me buy Lambos and all this stuff. For me personally, with my money, I enjoy traveling. Some people like the lifestyle, luxurious stuff. I'm more of a person who just likes to buy experiences and travel. Having a clothing brand allowed me to do this. So let's look at the benefits of running a clothing brand. 1, it's simple. You can immediately start with just a laptop and Wi-Fi. 2, it's low capital. Utilizing the pre-order method, your costs are super low and you don't need that much money up front. I know a lot of you guys are worried about having a lot of money to spend, but you don't need that much. The next thing is it's scalable. Compared to an agency where you're capped at about 30 to 40K because you're always chasing that next client, clothing brands are scalable to over 100K plus a month if you know what you're doing. Shit, even I've seen brands do 7 figures a month. That's what I'm going for next. The next thing is easy to manage. With the right automation system, you can run your brand on autopilot while you're still growing. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I don't spend that much time on my brand anymore. I'm spending around 3 to 4 hours a week just because I've automated it to where it's printing money on its own with the right people. And the last thing is location freedom. You can run your brand from pretty much anywhere if you have a Wi-Fi and laptop. I mean, I'm in Dubai right now running my brand. So with the 4 steps to a 10K per month brand in the next 90 days, so let's talk about step 1, which is getting your branding set up in the next hour. So the first thing is to pick a name, right? Your brand name is like your identity. It's how people will recognize and remember you. It's crucial to create a brand name that is both memorable and meaningful. Your brand name represents the forefront of your business even before your products or services. Therefore, it's essential to avoid choosing a tacky name that won't resonate with people or leave a lasting impression. Invest some time and effort into creating a brand name that captures the essence of your business and resonates with your target audience, setting the stage for a strong and memorable brand presence. Like, a lot of people overthink picking a name. You do want to spend time on picking a good name, but just don't overthink it. Like, for example, Nike's brand is highly successful due to its simplicity and global appeal. It's a 1-syllable name that's easy to remember and stand out among competitors. To come up with a good brand name, start by defining your brand's values and target audience. Brainstorm keywords related to your brand and industry. Be creative in exploring different naming techniques, and make sure you research the availability of these names so you can avoid any issues in the long run. Next, once you have a good name, it's time to make a logo. Having a logo that matches your brand's name and fits the theme is most important. Logos have gotten way easier to make over the years due to AI, where you can just generate a logo through there. I mean, my education company's logo you guys see in the top right is made out of AI. That's how crazy the technology is. Just simply go go on Google and search up AI logo maker. The next step to making your branding setup is to make an Instagram and TikTok. These will be your main marketing social medias. This process is one of the easiest process in starting a brand, it's just coming up with the name, coming up with a logo using AI, which makes everything so much easier now, and then making social media. This literally should not take you more than an hour. Maybe thinking of a name could take maybe an hour and a half too, but if you actually sit there and think about it for an hour, you shouldn't take that long to have the name, get a logo generated in minutes with AI, and then go ahead and make the social media account. It's that simple. Boom, your branding is now set up and ready for the next step. Literally, it's that easy to get your branding all set up. So let's move on to step 2, which is creating a viral product. And now let's talk about why viral products is important. Creating a product that lots of people love is super important for your business. If your product is awesome, it makes your ads work better and more people want to tell their friends about it. So when you're making something, you need to think about what people really want. What's cool right now? And come up with a new and interesting idea. If you make a really good product, it can spread like wildfire because happy customers will tell others how much they love it. So putting a lot of effort into making a fantastic product is a key step in making your business successful. And honestly, this was one of the most important things for my growth, was creating a viral product. And I've talked about this plenty of times on my YouTube channel. Now, some apps you need to design. I would recommend Photoshop, but Photopea is like a cheaper version of it. It pretty much has all the same features as Photoshop, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. I recommend Photopea for everyone who's starting out that wants to start designing their own clothes. Now, of course, you can hire a designer to go ahead and make your designs if you wanted to, but most people can just create their own designs with Photopea. It's that simple to use. Now, when you're making your design, you need to be able to put it on something, right? So let's talk about the difference between vectors and mockup. And a vector, like the image you see on the left, refers to an illustrative drawing that offers extensive customization options. It allows you to edit various components of the vector artwork. Basically meaning like you can edit each pocket, you can edit each sleeve, you can edit everything about it. So you can make some crazy cut and sewn pieces like that. And most of the time, you're gonna use a vector for something called tech packs. Now, a mockup is like a real life image of the clothing item, and it can be utilized to showcase your design and visualize how it would appeal in a real life context. Mockups are ideal for websites mainly and social media platforms, providing customers with a tangible representation of your product. Unlike vectors, which are illustrated drawings, mockups offer a more relatable and realistic depiction of your design. So for me personally, I use mockups for my website, and I also use vectors for my tech packs. Tech packs meaning is just a little file that you're gonna send to your manufacturer with all the details of your design, like the size and like the printing style and all that stuff. Now that you know how to use Photopea, now that you have mockups and vectors and all that, and now you're ready to do research on how to create a viral product, right? Because in making a viral product, a lot of it is research. Market research is like doing homework before creating a product. Imagine you have an idea for a cool item. Instead of just making it and hoping people will like it, you need to do some research first. First, you need to find out if there's demand for your product style. Are people interested in buying this type of clothing? You also need to know what kind of designs and styles are popular right now. This is important because if you make something that's not trendy, people might not be interested. Another important thing to consider is the timing. For example, you wouldn't want to release shorts during the winter when people are looking for warmer clothes. It's like knowing when to wear a jacket or shorts depending on the season. Two excellent tools I use for product research are TikTok and Facebook Ad Library. Let me break them down to you and how you can use them to explore viral trends and what's popular right now. TikTok Organic is by far the best way to conduct market research. TikTok is always trendy, providing numerous opportunities to explore. Simply by scrolling through the For You page and observing different products can spark plenty of ideas. However, the real key is to utilize the TikTok search function and look up these hashtags: clothing brand, hashtag streetwear, and etc. These hashtags are widely used by brands in their videos, making them effective for research. By filtering the results by most liked, you can identify the most popular style of content and, more importantly, the successful products in the market. TikTok offers a dynamic platform for market research, allowing you to stay up to date and gain valuable insight. The next strategy is using the Facebook Ad Library. This is an excellent resource for exploring trending products. You can use this tool by searching up for popular brands in your niche to see the products they are releasing, since these brands usually have a good understanding of trending products. It can give you valuable insights. Additionally, the Facebook Ad Library allows you to analyze your competitors' ads, but we'll discuss this in a further marketing module. By utilizing the Facebook Ad Library, you can keep up with current trends, stay informed about what products are gaining attention in your industry. So the creation of my Star Full Zip, which is my most viral product, is followed by a similar thought process. I began by identifying the trending product at the time, which happened to be puff print. Based on that, I brainstormed the design concept that would complement puff print nicely. I decided to go with bubble letters because they would work well with the puff print technique. To bring this concept to life, I enlisted the help of a talented friend who could create bubble letters for me, and they made the drawing for it. To make the design even more captivating and potentially viral, I incorporated trending elements like stars. These additional touch-ups added an extra level of visual appeal to the piece. By combining the popular technique of puff print with bubble letters and trending assets like stars, I aimed to create a product that would resonate resonate with the target audience. And this was a viral sensation. You know, this is my #1 product by just mixing trending stars, doing the puff print, all that, and it went viral, and it's still going viral to this day. Now, my next viral product was my Star Fawcett V2, which was just a spin-off of the original trending V1. Building upon the success and the popularity of the initial design, I wanted to create an iteration of it that would capture even more attention. So I took inspiration from my V1 design, which featured the puff print and the bubble letters, and sought to enhance it further. I decided to take a little bit of a unique twist with doing a different style of letters. And this product was a hit because this was a version 2 of my already hit product. We went crazy. My next viral product was my mesh shorts. I began by identifying the trending technique of mesh shorts in the fashion industry. Recognizing that beach vibes were in trend, I decided to combine these elements to create a unique, eye-catching product, which captured the essence of beach vibes. I opted in for an all-over print on the mesh short. By leveraging the trend of colorful products and matching it with the beach vibe themes, the Watch Your Step mesh short quickly caught attention to customers, and the success of the product came pretty fast. It's literally that easy to figure out how to make a viral product. Literally, that's my exact strategy I have used in the past and I'm gonna continue to use to create viral products. Basically just using TikTok or Facebook ad library to see what's trending and see what people are doing. Take what's trending, add my spin to it with my product, and go ahead and release it. It's that easy. You guys don't have to be that original when creating a product. You just look at what's working and add your spin to it. Because why would you try to invent the wheel if it's already doing good, you know? A lot of you guys are designing stuff that's not in trend and was in trend 10 years ago, you know? You have to create stuff that's trending now. So now that you have your product design and everything and you've done your research, you've made a crazy product, it's now time to get that product made and manufactured. So how to find a reliable manufacturer? When it comes to finding a trustworthy manufacturer, there are 2 common options available. The first option is to use a popular platform called Alibaba. The second option is to utilize Instagram. Now let's explore the difference between these 2 options and how you can find manufacturers on each platform. Let's start with Alibaba. Alibaba is an amazing online market that connects suppliers with customers like us. Let me tell you, it's my go-to app for finding manufacturers for about 90% of my production. It's so easy to find the perfect manufacturer that fits my requirements. One of the reasons why Alibaba is my top choice is because it's incredibly trustworthy. I mean, they have been around for a while and they've built a solid reputation. Plus, they're filled with Chinese manufacturers. And let me tell you, when it comes to clothing manufacturing, China usually delivers the best quality. And you won't believe how easy it is to find a manufacturer on Alibaba. Using this super simple method called the RFQ method, request for quotation, it's like making manufacturers come to you first. Let me break it down for you. So when you land on the Alibaba homepage, you'll spot a section where you can submit an RFQ. It's like a form where you can upload all the details of your product, including the information you need and the quantity you require and everything. And here's the cool part. Once you add all this information and submit your RFQ, Alibaba takes care of the rest. They send your request to a whole bunch of manufacturers, like spreading the word for you. And guess what? These manufacturers start coming to you with different offers. It's like having a bunch of potential partners reaching out to collaborate with you. Now, the magic of the RFQ method doesn't stop there. It makes it a breeze to filter through the offers based on 2 things that matter most: quality and price. You get to see which manufacturers tick all the boxes for you, all in one place. It's like having a personalized showroom of manufacturers tailored to your needs. Now, the next strategy is Instagram. Instagram is not just for sharing cool pictures. It's also a platform where you can find manufacturers. And let me tell you, it has its own unique advantages. On Instagram, you'll often come across manufacturers from countries like Pakistan. What's interesting about them is that they usually offer lower prices while still maintaining good quality. It's like getting the best of both worlds. It's more affordable manufacturing without compromising on the end result. But here's the catch. When dealing with Instagram manufacturers, you need to be cautious. Communication can be a bit challenging at times, and there's a higher risk of encountering scams since it's not protected like Alibaba is. It's essential to proceed with care and take necessary precautions. Typically, manufacturers on Instagram will request communication through WhatsApp, which is considered the best way to interact with them. However, one important thing is to be cautious about that because they may ask for payments through Western Union and Remitly. Before sending any money through these platforms, it's essential to be careful and make sure they're verifying their legitimacy. Make sure to ask all the necessary questions and check them out properly to ensure you're dealing with a genuine manufacturer and not falling for a scam. To find a good company to make your stuff, start by checking out the followers of your favorite brands. Look for manufacturers that are connected to similar brands. Once you find one you like, send them a message asking important questions. You can ask to see their factory through a video call or ask to check out their work. Also, see examples of things they've made before and see if they're actually good at it. See if they also have reviews or comments from other people who've worked with them so you know they're reliable. And don't forget to ask about payment plans to make sure your money is safe. So if you made it this far, as a bonus, I'm gonna give you a plug and play on how to negotiate with manufacturers to get the lowest pricing possible and potentially free samples. This is just an appreciation for me for you guys watching until this point. And if you keep on watching, there's gonna be even more goodies. So we'll send an email after this video with all this stuff, as long as you can continue to watch until the end. Now, the third step into creating a $10,000 per month brand is creating a converting website. A website that's going to convert people that come onto the website into sales. When it comes to making a website, there are plenty of website builders, but only one comes close to dominating, and that's Shopify. Shopify allows you to take orders, fulfill them, and have them on a website. It's an all-in-one platform for e-commerce, and it's rated #1 for a reason. Also, I forgot to mention, I know you guys may have questions about what do you order from your manufacturer and stuff like that. The first thing you're gonna order is something called a sample. Now, basically a sample is just one product. It's not like a big bulk order, and this is where you're gonna see the quality and see if everything checks in. Once you get your sample, then you'll go ahead and order your bulk order of your inventory, which is around 20 pieces or 30 pieces, whatever. But if you're utilizing the pre-order method, what I'm gonna talk about later, you're not gonna order any inventory up front. So I thought I'd just answer that really quickly. Now, Shopify isn't cheap at all, but since you've made it this far, don't worry, I got you. I have partnered with Shopify to give you guys Shopify for only $1 a month for the first 3 months. This means you'll have Shopify for 3 months for only $1 single. You can start your store and start making sales before you even have to pay the main cost of the website. Just check your email after this video where you'll have all the freebies we mentioned earlier, plus this Shopify trial. And yeah, I know a lot of people want to start as low of a budget as they can, and this $40 a month can be pretty pricey for some people. So thank you to Shopify. You know, they're not sponsoring this video or anything, but we've partnered to make this $1 trial for you guys, so you guys can have a good start without spending too much money. Now, to make a website, I've made an entire tutorial on my YouTube for free on how to create a website. So make sure to check that out after this video, as it goes a little more in depth on how to actually design a store, which I will also link in the email. If you guys didn't know, most of you guys probably know, 90% of you know, my YouTube channel is Iyad Mokhtar. So I have plenty of free videos on there as well on how to grow your brand. Now, the final step is the marketing playbook. And why is marketing important, you may ask? Marketing is how you're going to generate sales for your brand. Once you have the rest of the foundations we mentioned in place. So what are the different forms of marketing? Well, to start, we have organic marketing. Organic marketing is also known as inbound marketing. This refers to the practice of promoting a brand, product, or service through non-paid, natural, authentic means. It focuses on attracting and engaging an audience through valuable content, building relationships, and encouraging word-of-mouth referrals. Just basically anything that's not paid, anything you could do for free is organic marketing. Like, this essentially means you're not spending money to acquire a new customer. All your sales are coming from organic traffic that is free and not paid. Some examples of this are Instagram Reels, word of mouth, SEO, TikTok, and etc. I will explain later how I utilize each platform to generate more sales for me. But first, let's go over the features of each platform. Instagram offers various features like posting threads, stories. However, for organic marketing on Facebook and Instagram, Reels is considered the most effective by far. Reels are short videos that Instagram promotes to a wider audience if you have no followers. By creating the right type of content and focusing on quality, Reels can generate good views and help drive sales. Word of mouth is all about people talking about your business and spreading the word. This leads to more sales. If people are spreading the word about your product being good, it's only gonna help you. This is one of my top performing sales channels. You know why? It's because the effective strategy I've employed to grow my word of mouth, which is just having a good product. You know, people are gonna always talk about a good product. SEO, short for search engine optimization, is the practice of optimizing your website and its content to improve visibility and ranking in the search engine. Basically meaning when somebody searches your stuff on Google, your name is gonna pop at the top. And to do this is just by having good quality images and stuff like that, and having good titles. Now, the last thing is organic marketing. Organic TikTok marketing involves posting content on the platform related to your business, aiming to go viral, thereby generating you traffic to your website. By creating engaging and attention-grabbing videos that resonate with TikTok's user base, businesses can attract a wider audience and potentially drive them to visit their website. The goal is to leverage TikTok's algorithm and their user interactions to gain exposure and increase brand visibility. Through strategic content creation and optimization, businesses can tap into the massive TikTok community and use it as a platform to generate organic traffic and potentially boost conversions for their website. The next form of marketing is email and SMS marketing. Email and SMS marketing is about reaching out directly to your customers through emails and text messages. With email marketing, you send personalized message, promotions, and updates to people who have shown interest in your business. It helps build relationships, increase sales, and learn about your customers more. SMS marketing is all about sending targeted text messages to your customers' phones. These messages can include special offers, reminders, important updates. It's just a quick way to engage people and drive sales. By using both email and SMS marketing, you can connect directly with your customers, offer them valuable content, and boost your business. Just make sure to get permission from your customers and follow the rules and regulations for sending messages. So the software I use for email and SMS marketing is Klaviyo. Klaviyo offers an all-in-one solution for email and SMS. It's incredibly powerful and it's user-friendly. It's like having a personalized marketing assistant right at your fingertip. With Klaviyo, I can create visually stunning emails that grab attention, engage my audience, and of course, give me sales. I can send targeted campaigns to specific groups of people if I wanted to, like people who have bought 4 times or first time buying, and make personalized emails for them. Klaviyo also has SMS marketing, which is one of the best features of it. So what is a pop-up? Pop-ups are those little boxes or windows that appear on the website when you visit it. They are used to capture email and phone numbers from visitors so you can have them in your Klaviyo database. You might have seen one of these like on the left side of the screen. Pop-up usually offers some kind of incentive like a discount or special offer to encourage people to submit their email addresses or phone numbers. This helps businesses grow their email list or contact database, which they can use for future marketing purposes. Now, the next thing you need to know about in email marketing is a flow. What is a flow? A flow is like an automated sequence of emails and text messages that can be customized with different types of content. It's a set of messages that are sent out in specific order and timing based on predefined triggers or action. For example, let's say a customer signs up for your newsletter. With a flow, you can set up a series of welcome emails that are automatically sent to them over a period of time. These emails can include information about your brand, product recommendations, or special offers. Flows are just automated emails. Like when somebody signs up for your brand, they get an automated email. So you don't have to do any manual campaign sending. So whenever a new person comes to your website, they're gonna get hit with these automatic email flows. And the goal of these flows are to get them to convert into sales. The next thing you need to know is what is influencer marketing? Now, influencer marketing is a strategy where you leverage the influence and audience of other individuals who have a significant following and credibility in a particular niche or industry. By partnering with influencers, you aim to promote your product or service to their audience. Basically meaning, if you have a famous rapper, you give them your clothing, they're gonna promote the clothing for you, and this is one of the best marketing formats. I mean, people are gonna buy stuff that favorite influencers are wearing, so this is one of the most important marketing channels you need to leverage when you can. And to find these influencers, Instagram is the best place to connect with them. Look for the ones whose style matches your brand. Check their follower account to see how big they are and their audience is, but it's not about numbers. Find an influencer who really likes your brand as well. When you message them, keep it short and personal. Say why you think they'd be a great fit, show interest in their work, and explain how working together can help both of you. Don't forget to appreciate them and offer fair pay. Instagram lets you team up with influencers, reach more people, and grow your brand. So find the right influencers, connect, and see your brand do great things. Now, the type of content you request from influencers is very important. Ask influencers for pictures of them using your product or wearing it. Good quality photos really help customers imagine having it. But the real winner is video reviews with their face in it. It's personal and their followers can connect more. When you ask for content, be clear about what you want. Like when you're asking for these video reviews, make sure to ask them like, hey, can you review this part of the product and say why you like it and stuff like that. This looks more authentic and their followers will be hooked. Now, a lot of you are gonna ask me about ads. And the truth is you don't need ads in the beginning because ads are very costly. It's much easier to hit a 10K month with all the other marketing strategies I just mentioned than sitting there wasting money on ads when your product isn't even proven to win. But if you do wanna learn about ads, like I said, I did email you guys a free training. At the end of this video, you will get the free training on how to run Facebook ads if you are ready for that stage of your brand. So you've got your marketing, you've got your product, you've got your website. Now it's time to drop. So let's talk about the different methods, right? There's the pre-order method, which I mentioned is a no-cost strategy. So basically the pre-order method involves collecting payment in advance without having a physical inventory available. Basically meaning customers place their order first. You don't have any inventory. They're gonna place the order, you're gonna take the customer's money, buy inventory with it, and then ship it. The only downside to this is shipping times are a lot longer, but most customers will understand if you give them a realistic date. This way you're not spending any money upfront on inventory. This is all coming from the customer and they're getting the product in return as well. And this is how I've been running my brand for the longest, and I've just now switched to pre-made after doing like multiple 100K months, but I was able to do a 100K month just off of pre-order. Now, the pre-made method refers to investing in inventory upfront. Basically meaning you're gonna buy all the clothes first, which can be very, very expensive, right? Tens of thousands of dollars to buy all the clothes first, then sell. The benefit of this is you're gonna have faster shipping times, meaning more repeat customers. The execution of the pre-order method is very simple. First, you need to take a sample of the clothing, take pictures of it, and then put it on your website. After that, you can start accepting orders, and then the money received from the orders will be used to get the necessary inventory. The pre-made is just you're gonna spend money up front, get the clothing, then you're gonna put it on the website. Finally, you can ship out the orders the same day or next day, providing a quick and efficient service. Now, for shipping, it's pretty easy. Shopify allows you to fulfill everything through their features of shipping and creating labels, and all you need is a label printer, which is like $100. If not, if you have a normal printer at home, you can use that, and you'll be able to ship the orders that way by just printing out the label through Shopify, getting polymailers, which are little bags to put the clothing in, and polymailer size I use is 14.5 by 18. Grab some polymailers, take the label that you print from Shopify, slap it on the polymailer, put the clothing inside the polymailer, bag it all up pretty much, and then just take it to the post office. It's that easy to ship. It's one of the most simple things in my opinion. Now, here's the real beauty of this business. This is how I'm able to travel and still have my products being shipped out. You can hire people or use something called a 3PL. Now, a 3PL is just a third-party logistics company. They're gonna have all your inventory with them, and they're gonna do all the shipping and stuff. So you don't even have to worry about shipping. They're gonna hold all the inventory, and they're only gonna take like $1 or $2 off of each package they ship as a handling fee. After that, it's not that much. And you're able to travel the world while still having your stuff being shipped out on time in the US and all that. So shipping is like really, really easy. If you have questions about it, literally just message me and I'll answer, or just search it up on YouTube. It's really easy how to ship. So let's go ahead and do the math on how you're going to make $10,000 a month. If you execute everything we talked about today correctly, you should be able to bring in around 160 customers per month. And I just want to say I know my strategy works because I've helped people like Ryan go from $0 a month to $5K a month to $10K a month, and now doing $100K a month in less than 90 days of working with me. I helped Matt, who is 13 years old, go from $0 to $50,000 in 2 weeks with his brand Lifted Clothing. Now this guy is 13 years old. Like, that's just showing you guys, if a 13-year-old can do it, why can't you do it? And then Nas, who bought a C8 at 18 off of my strategies. How WhisperWeb did $5,000 his first drop. And this is how Jar did $300K in back-to-back months at 19 years old. How Yordi did $20,000 this month. How Sin bought a whole Mustang off his clothing brand money. How Tristan did $10,000 yesterday. How Oost, who was a junior in high school, did $7,000 in just a couple hours. And you're probably wondering, how can you get results like this? How can you get all these numbers that all of my students have gotten? Now here's your first option. Utilize the information I gave you in this free training today and try to figure it out by yourself. And I just want to tell you to beware. You will lose valuable months or even years trying to figure this out on your own. Long term, it will be so much more expensive because of all the mistakes that you're going to make. And your chances of quitting goes way up when you're stuck. Or you could join Brand Discovery, a program where I hold your hand and show you everything you need to go from $0 to $10,000 a month with your clothing brand in record time. Now that's your second option, joining the program with the most success stories in the industry. Now every single success story you have seen in this video has went through the Brand Discovery program, where we take complete beginners and help you create your own clothing brand from scratch, scale it with our organic and paid traffic strategies, and give you our plug and play systems to implement into your brand to get money ASAP. And it's also way more enjoyable and fun this way. So let's look at what's inside Brand Discovery. Brand Discovery is way more than just a course. It's the best result-oriented learning experience you'll ever have, period. We cover in detail how to set up your brand, create a winning product, create a foundation, marketing, get sales, and then scale this brand. This program has everything covered. And this program is broken into 5 phases. Phase 1 is branding. We will show you the path to setting up your brand the right way, from logos to niche to name. Now, phase 2 is product creation. We help you create a viral product. For some students, it takes just 2 weeks for their product to make 10K. Here, we also teach you how to find reliable, cheap manufacturers for your product. Now, phase 3 is tech setup. Next, we give you the access to the industry secrets and templates responsible for creating the highest converting websites possible. We make it so easy your grandma could build one of these websites. And this is my boy Christian with Sane Clothing, and once he applied the tech setup and the website theme that we gave him, his brand did $2,600 in sales in a week. And Christian's a junior in high school. Now, phase 4 is marketing. Finally, we share every tactic and strategy we use to blow up stores with hundreds of thousands of visitors, paid and organic methods. We hold nothing back. And Flea did $1,000 with his brand using our organic marketing strategy. Or Sin, who's been doing 1K per day consistently with our paid ad strategy. Or Nas, who did $50,000 in 30 days using our marketing strategies. Now, phase 5 is autopilot. After you're making 10K per month with your clothing brand, we teach you everything needed to scale and detach yourself from the business, so you can basically print money while working only an hour a day. And now, in order for this to be easy and seamless as possible, we decided to give you ready-to-go templates for the most time-consuming and important parts of your brand. This includes optimized ready-to-go website templates that you can just plug straight into your brand, plug-and-play documents with scripts, sheets, examples of our best ads, and more. Now, the biggest issue with courses is student goes through the course, has questions, and nobody is there to answer the questions, so they end up quitting. So with that in mind, we added this also. You're going to get access to weekly live group calls with me and other 7-figure brand owners, where you can join and ask all your questions. You can get coaching directly from me, where I'm doing $150K a month. You get direct coaching from Nas, who was a previous student and now a coach, doing $92K per month, roughly. And you can also join the calls and ask Jar, who's doing $300K a month with his brand. And all of us are 19, 18 years old. And these calls we host multiple times per week, and you guys can just hop in and ask us any question. Because when you're stuck, you need help and you need your questions answered by people who know what they're doing. And that's why we introduced the weekly coaching calls. And these weekly calls help Brian do 20K in a single day with his brand. Now, my favorite part of the program is the community, hands down. This is where you can ask questions and get them answered, grind with people who have the same goal as you, learn from others, and celebrate your wins. Now, here's what you get today with Brand Discovery. You get access to the Brand Discovery program where we cover everything in detail. You get access to websites, manufacturers, templates, ads, tools, and more. Access to an exclusive private network of other brand owners, and you get multiple weekly live calls with me and 7-figure brand owners. And at the moment, it's a one-time payment and you get access to all the stuff we just mentioned for life. But very, very soon, we're switching it to a yearly subscription model. So if you're seeing this right now, that means we're still on the lifetime access model where you can pay once and get lifetime access. So if you're ready to change your life with your brand and actually start getting results in sales, then click the button below this video. It's going to take you to the page where you can pay for Brand Discovery and you'll get instant access. Now, if you had other payment methods you wanted to use, any payment plans, or just a few more questions you had before joining Brand Discovery, then at the bottom of this page, you can book in a call with my student success manager. And they'll basically answer your questions that you have about the program, give you payment plans if you need any payment plans, and etc. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this free training. Make sure to click the link right below this video, and I will see you inside Brand Discovery.